So, as the title of the video asks, are Platinum players trash? And this is something that I've been always thinking about, always having in the back of my mind, because I hear it from all over the place. One you're up in Diamond, one you're up in Masters, Grandmasters, all those ranks. You hear that quite a bit. And even when I'm playing on my Smurf in Platinum, or even when my Smurf's in Gold, I still hear a lot of the times people saying that everybody in this rank is complete hot garbage. But are they really that way? And in all honesty, how good are Platinum players? Well, I'm going to say right here, at least in my own opinion, that they aren't trash at all. And I'm honestly going to defend that. They aren't completely useless. They aren't the worst players you're ever going to have on your team. If someone does with a Platinum, they aren't going to throw the game immediately. The only real big difference is that a lot of them have just not the best decision making, not the best positioning, and not the best mechanics. But that doesn't mean that they're absolutely horrible at the game, and I feel like a lot of people kind of take it that way. Obviously, if you're in a rank like Platinum, you're probably going to have less good mechanics than somebody in Diamond, or less good mechanics than somebody in Masters, or less good mechanics than somebody in Grandmasters. But that doesn't mean that you're trash at the game, and if we even just look at the most basic way to see how good someone is, statistics, Platinum's actually alright. While it isn't, the hardest thing to get in the entire game, it's still above 50% of the player base. And when you think about it like that, sure, you aren't the best player in the world, and sure, Platinum isn't the best rank in the world, but it's an alright rank, and it's a rank that I think if you are in, you shouldn't be so ashamed about playing in that rank and telling people that you do play in that rank. I'm going to say again right here, a lot of people in Platinum do have decent mechanics. And I think actually in Platinum, sometimes you cannot really tell the difference between a Platinum and a lower to mid Diamond player's mechanics. But I feel like where they really fail a lot is not knowing when to combo abilities, not knowing when to save ultimates, use the ult economy at all really, not knowing where to position, being caught out a lot, and suiciding way too much. But those can be fixed, and all I'm going to say to all you Platinum players is that if you are somebody that has been in this rank for a long time, and you think that you're pretty good at aiming, and you think that you're overall pretty good at getting kills and playing the game, look at yourself and look at how you're dying, and try to stop dying as much. Try to see where you should be. Even me, where I'm almost back to Masters this season, I'm seeing all the time as Brigitte, I'm too far up. I'm shield bashing at the wrong time. I'm killing myself when I shouldn't be, letting the other Brigitte shield bash me. Think about where you are when you're there, and I think that honestly, trying to die less is going to be one of the best ways to carry a little bit more and to do better even within Platinum. Now, another thing I want to say right here is that if you're in Platinum, it's alright. I think a lot of people just don't think of it like this, and even if you're in Gold or whatever rank, it's alright. If you're playing in the rank that you've been stuck in for a while, that means you are at that skill rating, and that's fine. You're playing with people near your skill, your games are going to be pretty okay, pretty fair, and even if you think that, you're better than everybody, if you can't climb, you probably do deserve maybe not to be at your exact rank, but to be somewhat close, and honestly, if you played with people at a much higher rank, you probably wouldn't have that much fun because every game would feel like a stomp against you. Again, if you're in Platinum, it's alright to be in Platinum. Right here I'm going to say, though, that for Platinum players, a lot of the times it does feel like it's just kind of elo hell. And I'm going to say why that is here, and why a lot of Platinum players think everyone else around them is trash. I think it's this way because everybody at Platinum is decent, but a lot of players don't play the smartest. And I think that creates a lot of difficult situations where your teammates and the enemy teammates have a good chance of killing each other, a good chance of playing pretty well, but at the same time have a quite decent chance of just dying out of nowhere. And that isn't the thing you want to be happening in games in Overwatch, but that happens a lot in Platinum. And in lower ranks, I feel like a lot of the times people can get away with really stupid stuff. In Platinum, you sometimes can, but really, I think this is finally a rank where people can be punished. I think it's finally a rank where people can do a lot of things as far as, finishing kills off. And I think that, along with, players kind of having trouble overall just playing as a team, makes it feel like elo hell for a lot of people. But again, I want you to remember that everybody at that rank is still decent. While they might be making some big mistakes that obviously they could work on and they could fix, they still are a half-decent player. And keep that in mind for yourself and all of your teammates. Just remember that. Now, something I should mention right here is that, going back to stats a little bit, you are in the better half of the community. And you should remember that if you get out of gold, that is an accomplishment. I know that there's a lot of players at the top ranks, in Diamond, Master, and Grandmaster, that are calling all Plat players complete garbage, and comparatively, sure, they probably are a lot worse than these players, but you could always compare yourself to somebody else, and if you compare yourself to gold players, or to silver players, or to bronze players, well, you actually turn out to be pretty okay. And if you've been a player that spent a lot of time to go from bronze to silver, that's pretty good. Just getting better at the game and doing that. And if you spend a long time from going to silver to gold and then finally going from gold to platinum, but now you're hard stuck platinum for a few seasons, that's all right. You still made that grind, you still made that climb, and you still got the accomplishment of making it at least past halfway through the player base. And that is a pretty good thing to do. That means you are an all right player, not a complete trash player like a lot of people try to point out. Now, something I'm going to say right here is that I feel like Overwatch and just a lot of other games have the mentality that if you are not in the top 5% of players, you're not any good. In Overwatch, it's Masters and Grandmasters, and yeah, a lot of people even say Diamond's not that great. In a game like League of Legends, you got to be Masters or Challengers or, Diamond 1, and even Diamond 1's not that great. I feel like we just kind of have extremely high ideas of what an all-right player is and what a good player is. And when you think about it, the people in the top 5% of the player base are not just good players, they are great players that have put a lot of time into the game, but that doesn't mean that just because they're great, you're suddenly terrible at the game. You can still be pretty good at it while somebody else is great at it, and I think it's okay to have that happen. It's okay to have someone that you can look up to, that you can want to become better like, and I feel like one thing right here is that whenever I play, sports locally, something like that, it doesn't really feel like the same thing. It doesn't really feel like, there's that one player that's great and everybody else just always is trash and it doesn't matter. Whenever you play something locally, and even in fighting games, it feels like you can pick it up and you can be a good player and there can still be great players and bad players, and it's all fine. There's an ecosystem around. But again, in Overwatch, it feels like either you're the top 5% or you're complete garbage. And I'd like to, I guess, kind of change that mindset for this game and for a lot of games for you players. Now, of course, I'm going to say right here, you probably do want to rank up, and that probably is a good thing. You want to put time into the game, you want to improve, that's all great. But one thing that I'm going to say is that if you do eventually rank up, just keep in mind that while you are a lot better than you used to be, you still used to be pretty okay, and people in your old rank weren't complete trash, again, just because you're a lot better now. And I guess the final thing I want to say right here is that if you're a person that honestly just wants to finally get out of platinum because you do feel like you're trash, and no matter what I'm going to say, you're just not going to listen, well, you can get out by hard grinding. And this is the only thing I'm going to say that you can do. Pick one character, pick two characters, pick whatever you want, and play 50 to 200 hours per season. And if you keep doing that, you're going to eventually get out of that rank. For a lot of players, though, maybe you don't want to do that. For a lot of players, you just want to play competitive, maybe have some fun games, maybe have some competitive games, have it be sporty, have it just be casual, whatever it be. Think about what you want, and don't let other people, their random opinions on the internet, change yours way too much. With all that said, though, guys, that's all I'm going to say today about trash players being platinum in Overwatch, which, again, yeah, I don't agree with way too much. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Comment down below if you're plat or whatever rank you are, and if you feel like you're pretty good at the game, or conversely, what you feel like you could really improve on in the game, because there are always a lot of things like that. As always, guys, though, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoy. And as always, guys, have a wonderful day. Now, a little PS right here, I'm going to start extending the videos to 10 minutes long just by adding some extra rank gameplay at the end. I don't want to keep artificially extending my videos, but YouTube still wants my videos to be 10 minutes long, so if you want to see some extra gameplay of me playing Brigitte, well, it's going to be here. You can watch it if you want to, you can click off if you want to. I think that's a better solution, and hopefully it can make the videos actually feel a little bit more conclusive. And if you guys like that idea, tell me in the comment section down below. As always, guys, again, thank you for your time, and see you next time.
That wasn't the plan. Let's Everyone on the objective.
Best offense, behind you!
10 seconds remaining.
You might want to
Oh, time to accelerate. Yeah, time to heal up.
Gale the Mahal!
That's up. Take it from the top.
Our enemies are taking a point.
Огонь по готовности! Round 2 complete.
giving you a little extra. Depicted it! You might. I'm planting my flag on the point. I'm taking the objective. Come on over.
Victory!